Hello, I'm Ken Eagle, and in this video I want to introduce you to a large format matrix presentation switcher from Atlona. Now, where might you use a large format matrix presentation switcher? Two examples come to mind right away. Number one, in an education environment. This could be a solution where an instructor has local inputs where they're presenting, and maybe they have one or two displays up on the wall for the audience to view. They could be showing the same source or two different sources at the same time with the matrixed output feature. Additionally, in a modern classroom, we might even have student pods in the room where students can interact in small groups, sharing their information, and then present back to the whole group through the large format presentation switcher. And we'll take a look at that solution actually in just a moment. Another application you might see is in large format conference rooms in the corporate space, where we've got large groups of people getting together, sharing information with sound reinforcement, with microphones, maybe even routing audio through a DSP for reinforcement there, and having multiple presenters in the room from different locations around the room, maybe at one end of the table or the far end of the table, maybe even at a lectern. And have the equipment mounted somewhere in maybe an equipment closet or a rack at the front of the room or a credenza where it's tucked out of sight, so we have a nice neat installation. So let me jump over to the website here, and let's take a look at how we find one of these solutions from Atlona. So here I'm on atlona.com. With my mouse, I'm going to hover over the Solutions tab here at the top. A little window will pop down, a menu, and on the right hand side of that, I can search by application. And I'm going to click down at the bottom option, which says click for more applications. And this will take me to a list of all of the different applications. And just as a quick tip, if you're looking for solutions from Atlona, if you're working with a customer and they've thrown out a couple of applications they have and you're wondering how to get started, jump out to the Solutions by Application page right here, where we have prepackaged a bunch of different solutions to make it easy for you to get started right away with your customer. And here, this option, we've got one solution here called an active learning classroom. Let me click on that one, and let's have a look here at the active learning classroom using the large format matrix switcher. So from this page here, I will get a description of what's the challenge around this kind of application and a description of the solution that Atlona offers for this. And then down below that, we will actually see a nice big drawing where we can identify what's going on in this solution. Let me grab a pencil here and let's highlight a couple of things. Notice at the core of this solution here, I've got a network switch. So all of my devices are going to connect to this network switch, which means everything gets an IP address, and I can control it over the network and use the velocity control solution to simply manage this application as well. Now over here we've got the Omega PS62. That's the large format matrix switch that we're going to use. That has 6 inputs and 2 outputs. It's a presentation switcher. And then I've got 2 student pods here. I'm using the Omega ST31 with audio, which is a small presentation switcher where a group of students can get together, connect, share ideas locally with their own display, and then still connect back to the large presentation switch to share with the whole class if they want. And I've got another one over here for a second student station inside of this classroom as well. Then we've got in this installation a local PC for the teacher to have dedicated inside of that room. There are 2 displays, 1 and 2, right here that will be located in the room. And I'm using a gain series amplifier from Atlona to power some speakers in the room for audio reinforcement. And I'm using the velocity gateway and a touch panel here to control the room, so it's nice and easy for that instructor to use. All right, let's close the drawing here and scroll down a little further. One of the next things you'll see is this big orange button that says get a free consultation. So if you're just getting started here and you want a little assistance with this design, click on the button here and reach out to our technical team, and they'll help you get all the information you need. Down below that, you'll see essentially a bill of materials here, the products that are featured in this solution: the 62, the Omega transmitters for the student pods, the velocity control solution, the gain amplifier, and even some nice products to finish off with a clean installation. Just below that, you'll see another large orange button that says Download Complete Equipment List. This is a great feature right here. Click on that. It'll download an Excel document that will give you a formatted bill of materials so you can go ahead and create your quote right from that. And then below that are several case studies showing you how this has been implemented in real life examples. Excuse me. I'm going to click on the PS62 icon right here, and that's going to take me directly to the product page for this large format presentation switcher. And from this page here, you'll find all the resources you need, graphics, details, specifications, diagrams, firmware updates. I'm going to click on the video tab here and call to attention some additional resources that could be real helpful in getting you set up with this solution. There's several videos highlighting all the different features of the PS62, and the one down here on the bottom called the PS62 training video, I want to play that real quick and show you here what's inside that. In this video here, you can watch that, and I actually go through with this on my tech bench, plug in all of the cables, show you all the inputs and outputs and how to get this product up and running. And then after that, we even log into the Web GUI interface and begin to go through all of the different menu settings inside of the PS62 so you can learn exactly how to configure this for the application that you need. All right, what I'd like to do now is I'm going to flip over to the Velocity control interface, and we'll take a look at the PS62 from Velocity. I've already set one up inside of my Velocity gateway, so let's take a look at how that setup is, what it looks like, and what the control interface will look like. Now I'm logged into my Velocity gateway. I've simply put the IP address of that gateway into my browser, connected to that gateway using my name and password. I've logged in, and from my Velocity dashboard you can see I've already created an active learning classroom. Here it is on my dashboard. I'm going to click on that link, and that'll take me straight to the active learning classroom setup. So you can see here now I have added in an Omega PS62 presentation switcher. We have two projectors in the room because we have two big displays in this active learning classroom. There's a Omega ST31 being used for student station number 1 and another one being used for student station number 2. Remember, these are each standalone presentation switchers, so that means the students can have their own switcher with their own local presentation, and they can meet in a group independently and then come back later while connected into this PS62 to share their ideas to the whole class. There's also a teacher's computer dedicated in this room, and I've got a document camera for that teacher station as well. Let's go ahead and look at the configuration around these. I'm going to click on the edit icon on the PS62 so you can see in here that I have a couple of things here. We've got student station number 1 running into HD-base-T number 1, student station number 2 running into HD-base-T number 2. I have the teacher's computer connected in here to HDMI. I also have the document camera connected into the other HDMI input. And I have my two projectors running to outputs 1 and 2 of the matrix outputs on the PS62. Let me exit out of that, and let's go ahead now and jump into, let's launch the control panel and see what this room would look like for the instructor. So here we have the splash screen that this is what the touch panel would display when a teacher walks into the room. Simply use an icon to turn the room on or click video. It takes you right into the default video setting. Let's go ahead and click on. This takes us into the room. And very simply now, an instructor has a easy to use touch panel to control this room. You can see here's the icon for the teacher's computer. Let's say teacher wants to start out having their laptop presented on both displays up in the sky, up on the wall, so that everyone in the classroom can see exactly what's being presented. Maybe then the teacher switches to the document camera on one of the screens to show a document. Notice when I select that, I brought up a remote control onto the screen as well, so that the instructor has the ability to manipulate that camera if they need to. That can be edited as well. Now, teacher has handed out assignments. Students are broken up into, in this case, 2 different workstations, working on their own, presenting ideas, and now it's time to share that with the group. The teacher or the instructor here now has the ability to simply take student station number 1, present that on projector number 1, or maybe across both projector 1 and projector 2. or split it up and put Student Station 2 on projector number 2 or across both of them. Or bring up Student Station number 1 and compare it to what's on the teacher station. Any combination, however the teacher likes, immediately switches just like that. It's drag and drop. Very simple for the instructor to share everyone's ideas across the display. So there you have it. There's our quick velocity setup in a basic active learning classroom. All right, so that's the Omega PS62 as a large format presentation switcher for education environments like I showed you in this example, or for corporate applications as well. To learn more about this product, you can click on the information button that I showed you on the website there to connect with our technical staff. Or you can visit anywhere else on the website by typing in Alona.com into your browser and checking out all of the different products and solutions that we have to offer. Look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you.